Hello my friends, welcome back. Leanna here. Today I decided to play with some new makeup. I came across this indie brand on Instagram and absolutely fell in love with the guy that owns it. His name is Christian Call and it is CXC Beauty. And when I saw the palette, this palette on his website, I knew I had to have it. So we're going to try it out. I've already got on my foundation, my blush, and my bronzer. I should not have put my bronzer on because I forgot that I ordered a bronzer. You can see that it's very nicely packaged in the box. He just came out with this bronzer several weeks ago. This is new to his line and it's wrapped up in red tissue paper to go along with the red box. But that's okay, I can throw some bronzer on top of bronzer and blush, right? Refined Radiance Bronzer. I got the shade N2 and here's the packaging that it comes in, and this is what it looks like. I believe I may have gone a little dark, but that's okay. We're in summer, so I feel like I could go a little darker. I don't have a dark bronzer. And then this is the palette. This as well is wrapped up in red tissue paper. And here she is, my favorite color, Purple Passion. This is the palette sleeve. And this is what the palette looks like. There's nothing on the back. However, it is wrapped to protect it. And now let's open it up to see what it looks like on the inside. And this is what I'm seeing when I open it up. There's a piece of foam in there to protect it. It has a shade saver with the names of the shades on it. So the shade names are Ghosted, Malted, Lilac, Sea Witch, Vibes, Brujeria, Hex, Jinxed, Merlot, Amethyst, Sparkling Hibiscus, and Cauldron. Very witchy names. And then the foam is actually attached to the mirror. I'm trying not to get my fingerprints on the mirror. It's a little sticky. I do not use the mirrors in my palettes, so I'm going to put that back on there because then that way when I hold the palette up it won't glare for you. And here's what the palette looks like. Look at how pretty. I am super excited about these purples. They are just gorgeous. I already have on my eye base. It's the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. And normally I take a light, either a shimmer or a satin, and set that because that makes my eye really smooth so that my brush goes over my eyes very easily without dragging, which really does help if your shadows tend to be a little patchy. But since there's a white shadow in here, I'm going to use that. I decided to wait to see if there was anything in here I couldn't remember that I could use. So I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and put that over my base to set it really well. Now I've never used this brand. They're new to me, so I'm interested to see how his formula is going to perform. Okay, so far so good. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Taking my Luxie 231, I'm going to go here into this shade and use that as a transition shade. And that shade name was Malted. And now I'm going to go into Vibes, which is this very vibrant purple right here. And I'm going to put that in my crease using the same brush. Baby girl, tell me, baby girl, come back home. Now I did have to dip in a couple of times. The shadows are not as pigmented, but that doesn't bother me at all because it's buildable, as you can see. I still have a really good color payoff. So actually with the shadows not being as pigmented can be a little bit better, especially if you're learning how to apply makeup, because then you don't risk starting off with way too much. You can start off with a very light hand and build up your color. So next I'm going to go here into Amethyst, A-M-E--Thyst. That's pretty cute. And I'm going to use this little Moda detail brush with the cat hair on it. And I'm going to take that color and put it on my outer lid. And this as well, you need to build on. This looks like it's a satin. It looks like it has just a little bit of a sheen to it. And I'm having some fallout, but fallout doesn't bother me either. I just take a big fluffy brush and brush it away. And so on the other side, I'm going to pick that up with my finger and apply it to see if it's any different. It looks about the same, except for I didn't have as much control. So now I need to make the other one look the same as that one. I like that color, so I think I'm going to take that on this short shadow brush, and I don't remember which. Oh, it's on the ferrule if I can see it. Larice short shadow blending brush, shader, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to take that same color and run it under my lower lash. And I'm loving this color right here, this very light lavender. It's called Hex. I'm going to take that and put that on my inner lid and probably in my inner corner. I'm going to try the brush first. Let's try my finger. I believe that's a shimmer. I should have looked on the back of the packaging. Yes, that is a shimmer. It has 5 shimmers in it. And did you know if you have makeup on your finger, you can just run your finger across your shadow switch and it will clean it off? Now I'll just get a little bit, put that on my inner corners to highlight a little bit. It's very soft and subtle. Very pretty, I like that. And now these other two shades, Jinxed and Merlot. That's these two colors here. I can't decide which one I want to put. Oh, I should probably do this one here. I want to use them all, but I only have 2 eyes. So that shade is called Sparkling Hibiscus. I think that that's the one I'm going to take and put it right in the center. I love that. That's very pretty. And then I'm going to go back into Hex and just kind of blend those together, make sure there are no edges. And I'm going to do the same with Amethyst in my outer corner. And I do have quite a bit of glitter fallout, shimmer fallout from Sparkling Hibiscus. Again, that doesn't bother me. I brush away what I can and the remaining glitter will just sparkle in the sun. But if that bothers you, and most people put their eyeshadows on before they put on their foundation. I've always put my foundation on first. I always will. So I can actually go back in with my brush and just try to tone some of that down a little bit, or spread it around to the rest of my face. Just be a sparkly girl. It really doesn't bother me. Life is too short to sweat the small things, right? That's a great life lesson. Just take a brush and wipe away the glitter that you don't want and accept whatever is left. So now I'm going to go back into that brush that I used to do my under eye, and I'm going to go into Cauldron, which is the black, and I'm going to use that along my lash line as a eyeliner. And that just makes sure, for me, makes my lashes look a little longer. Just gonna smudge it right along my lash line. And now I'm gonna go back in with that big brush that I used the white with. This is a Farrah eye contour brush, and I'm gonna go back into Ghosted, the white. And I'm going to put that up here and kind of blend that all together. And then there's not really a shade that I can use for my brow bone, so I'm just going to go into that Hex color, that purple, and just put that right under my brow. So now I'm going to go into this bronzer with my e.l.f. powder blurring brush, which is what I use for my bronzer. I really like it as a bronzing brush. I know I'm putting this over top of other products, but I had forgotten that I ordered the bronzer, so we're just gonna make do with what we got. That looks pretty on my nose, sun-kissed. think that looks very pretty. Alright, I'm going to throw on some mascara, and in Christian's honor I might throw on some crazy lashes, because when I see his Instagram pictures, you need to go follow him on Instagram because his Instagram pictures are amazing. He does makeup, but he does these very elaborate artistic looks, and you know that is just my heart. Anything artistic, because I love art. But he does these big lashes, so I'm feeling like I should do some big lashes to honor him. So let me do that and I'll be right back. And so here's the final look. I think it looks very pretty. I'm very happy with the shadows. They seemed a little dry at first when I started putting them on, but for those of you that have watched me do an eye look, you know that I just take my damp sponge and I put a little bit of setting spray on it and then just press that over the shadows. It helps to set them down and take away that powdery dry look. I have really been searching for a good purple palette because purple is my favorite, and this truly meets that with all of these different shades of purple in one palette. I'm very happy with it. Also, if you're curious as to the mini blinds that I now have on my eyes, they really are pretty, aren't they? I really like how it looks, but where would I wear them? I can't imagine going to work with these on. I need to try that and see what happens. Wonder if anybody will notice. Anyway, if you're wondering about the mini blinds, they are the Glamnetic magnet eyelashes, and these are baby girl, and I have the magnetic eyeliner to go along with it. I picked these up in pop-up or add-on sale, one or the other, at BoxyCharm. Also, I did a lip. It is the Charlotte Tilbury lip combo in Pillow Talk, and I don't remember, let's see, the shade name is right there. I can't read it. I'm sure y'all can, right? That's too little for me to read. So, if you've heard of CXC Beauty and you've wondered if these shades or shadows will work on your mature skin, I'm living proof that they look fine on my 56-year-old eyes. I highly recommend that you go check this brand out. Christian started his company, or started building his brand, in 2019, and he continues to add. He just added a new palette for Pride Month. It's Louder and Prouder palettes, and it is a beautiful palette. It has some neutral shades in it and lots of color. It's a very, very pretty palette. I'm kind of interested in that one too. I might have to go back and get that one. I also like the bronzer. I can't really tell because I already had some bronzer on, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to like the color. And by the way, do you see this highlight? It has a pink shift to it. Oh my goodness, this is the Laura Geller that I got in my Tribe Beauty box that was broken. But it's really pretty. I really like it. So I even threw a little bit of curl in my hair. So there we go. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your day with me to watch me try out a new indie brand in my favorite shades. If you're new here, my name is Leanna. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. It sure would make my day. And subscribe if you aren't already. I'd like to welcome all of my new subscribers. Welcome to the Madhouse. Welcome to the Madhouse. And I'd like to remind you that makeup is meant to enhance the natural beauty that you already are. And we are all beautiful at any age, even in mini blondes. I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye-bye. Christopher, your beauty tip for today is, if you feel like you want to put mini blinds on your eyes because you've got little stubby eyelashes, you can just get you some magnetic mini blind glue and some magnetic mini blinds and put them on. They're easy. They just stick. And then when you're done, you just rip them off. So go to the store and look for magnetic mini blinds for your eyes, okay? Mama loves you, boo. Oh, look, I'm still recording.